My name is Max Chen, and I'm a senior in Courier House studying engineering sciences. I'm originally from Vancouver, Canada, and one of my primary interests outside of class is marketing because, in all seriousness, I'm really just a fake engineer. That's only what I do in classes. Everything I do with the rest of my time is marketing and business related, and also wine. Wine is a huge part of my life.
What is your fondest Harvard memory?
My fondest Harvard memory was probably a trip that I had with an organization that I'm leading right now. It's called the Harvard Association for U.S.-China Relations, and the trip that I'm referring to is the spring break trip we do every year to Shanghai to run China Thinks Big, China's premier science, social innovation research competition. That fond memory was on the last day of China Thinks Big, where we were all up until really, really late judging the students' projects, and finally after we had decided on the top 10 projects, it was, I think, about 1 a.m. We got back to the hotel. We felt like it was such a wild roller coaster ride and that we had to do something to cap it off. And so, naturally, I convinced everybody to go to a Shanghai massage parlor. And interesting things happened there. So half of us got the foot massage, half of us got the full body. Unfortunately, I did not realize that in my room, the foot massage room, 3 of the girls had not ever gotten a foot massage before. And so it was essentially an hour of giggling and screaming. And we thought that our room was bad, but midway through, we heard some ear-piercing screams from across the floor, and it was coming from our friend's room who were getting the full-body massage. And apparently they were being pressed so hard that they were screaming so loud that the entire floor could hear, even with closed doors. And at the end of the night, we found that there was a reason to that. One of my friends had an allergic reaction with some of the cleaning agents that they used to clean the sheets, and because he was being pushed face down while they were massaging his back, that allergic reaction was getting worse and worse, and the masseur didn't even know because they thought that he was screaming in pain because the massage hurt. So they were like, "Oh, don't worry, no pain, no gain." But at the end of the night, the guy's lips were swollen to 3 times their regular size, and that picture has since become a meme.
What's one thing people would be surprised to learn about you?
I don't know, I'm kind of an open book. I don't know if there would be anything that people would be surprised to learn about me. I guess one thing is that I'm a very nostalgic person. I tend to keep everything, and I mean everything. Like everything from assignments from the past, like in high school, to things that my friends have given me when they've said goodbye. All of that is in a huge chest in my room back in Vancouver, and whenever I get a chance to go back, I spend like hours and hours with it.
What is a favorite ritual of yours?
I don't have that many rituals, but one ritual that I've always brought with me from the beginning of high school all the way till now is, believe it or not, a lucky marble. So when I was in elementary school, at the end of my elementary school career, my best friend at the time, gave me one of those like Japanese like soda bottles that had a marble stuck in the middle, and so I drank it, broke the bottle, and kept the marble. And since then, I've designated it as my lucky marble. I've had it with me at my SATs, at every interview that I've had, job interviews and school interviews, and honestly, it's been working pretty well so far, so I'm probably going to continue that into my adult life.
What are your core values?
One of my core values is that I tend to prioritize the people that I care about and my out-of-classroom experiences over school. I always like to say that school is a hobby because I think that in 5 to 10 years, I'm not going to remember anything that I learned in my classes. And because I'm studying engineering and going into marketing, none of that is actually going to be applicable to my job anyway. And no matter what you study, I think what people find is that what they learn in school has nothing to do with what they're doing in a job, because their job duties are so specific that most of it's learned on the job anyways. And so at school, I place a much bigger emphasis on the time that I spent with the people that I care about, because in 5 to 10 years, that's what I'm going to remember, and that's what I'm going to hold near and dear to my heart. And same goes for extracurricular experiences. And so on a typical week, you'll definitely see me spending more than 60% of my work time on extracurriculars compared to academics.
What is like your advice for people?
My advice to the world is to just take some time to enjoy your life. Honestly, I see so many people moving at 100 miles per hour, and life is short. You never know what's going to happen next week, next month, next year, and so I always like to take some time to enjoy myself, have a glass of wine, go to the park, go explore a part of Boston that you have never been before, go shopping if you want. Yeah, just do anything for the sake of enjoyment, wind up, relax a little bit, and you can always go back to your productive stuff afterwards.
Hi, my name is
My
Shingo
interest, and I do wine. Everybody's gonna think that I'm a weirdo.
No!